Hey, what's going on, guys? I want to do a little vlog and talk about this incident, which I'm sure all you are going to hear about more very soon. Um, all the gun channels on YouTube are going to start talking about this because it's the current issue, and I'm sure the gun control and pro anti-gun organizations and groups are going to jump all over this story. But if you haven't already heard, what happened was in the outskirts of Vegas, actually it was Arizona, about 25 miles from Vegas, there was a family with a 9-year-old girl, and they went to a gun range to just have a fun day shooting. It's an experience not everyone has, not everyone's into guns. So when you go to gun ranges, some people have the excitement of, okay, yeah, we're going to shoot some guns now, and this is going to be fun. That's it. Just a fun little activity. It's entertainment for the day. And tragically, this 9-year-old girl was shooting an Uzi, which is a 9mm sub machine gun. Okay, so if you don't know, if you're not into guns or know anything about it, basically, if you hold the trigger down in the full auto position, the gun will continuously fire. Boom, 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 boom. And there's recoil with that. With constant little explosions sending bullets downrange, it makes the gun move. And as most people know, you shoot a machine gun, your arms kind of rise up. Blah, 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 you know what I mean? And obviously, a little 9-year-old girl didn't have the strength to control this particular weapon, and it climbed up in recoil and shot the instructor in the face and killed him instantly. 39-year-old guy, just a gun instructor at this range. Apparently married. Don't know if he has kids. The details in the story are still rolling in, but tragic accident. And it's not just tragic for this guy who lost his life because of a mistake, but also tragic for this child, this 9-year-old girl. She killed someone. That's a lot for a kid to take in, and she's probably gonna have some emotional problems for a very long time. And for lack of better words, I really hope that it's something she can get over and live a normal life. That is horribly tragic. Like I said, I mean, I don't think it's the fault of this girl. I don't think it's the fault of the gun at all. Again, people are going to attack and the gun issue and, oh God, see how bad guns are. We should get rid of them. That's bull crap. We all know that. It's not the guns issue. It's not a gun issue so much as it's an issue of either the parents, their judgment, or the instructor. And I think the fingers are going to point more towards the instructor. Now, a lot of parents out there, especially parents that don't have guns or around guns, they're going to say, I can't believe that this girl's parents let her shoot a gun like that. And that's why this accident happened. That's going to be one side of the issue here. And the other side is going to be, oh my God, I can't believe this instructor and this gun range was irresponsible enough to give a child a fully automatic weapon. That's the other issue here. So I was thinking about this a little bit. And by the way, I want to give credit to Never Enough Ammo. He's an awesome guy. I'm going to put his link in the description box and this video of his. Check him out. If you're into gun stuff, you got to watch him. He does live blogs all the time. I always want to get involved with that kind of stuff, the live stuff on YouTube, but I never have time for it. Hopefully in the future I can make some time for it. But anyway, he's a good guy and a really cool gun channel. So I want to give him credit because I've been subscribed to him for a long time, and he's the reason I even know about this story. It's amazing technology today. Something happens, 5 seconds later, people are texting about it, and okay, someone posted on Facebook, and then everyone they know posts on Facebook, and it spreads like a virus. If something major happens in the world today, in about a half an hour, everyone knows about it. That is nothing short of amazing. I could do a whole video just on how technology still blows me away. But it's not about that. And my point here is he made a video on it. Now I know it. Now you guys will know it. So if you make videos, you'll spread the news, and everyone's gonna know it. By tomorrow. But yeah, this is a tragic story, and I wanted to just make this video commenting a little bit on it. And I posted a comment on his video, and I kind of wanted to elaborate that in a video format. So this serves two purposes: one, the news, and two, I'd like to hear your comments. Please post your opinions down below. And please be respectful. Anything that has to do with guns, there's always anti-gun people, pro-gun people. Now, there's very nice people in both these groups, but there are also extremists in both these groups. There's yahoos that shouldn't have guns, okay? Irresponsible people should not have guns. They're going to be so pro-gun, it makes all the responsible gun owners look like idiots because that's like the representation of gun owners, which is completely misleading. And then, of course, there's people who don't like guns, but they're awesome people, and they're logical people, and that's okay. You're allowed to have an opinion. But there's people who are, extreme and they don't like guns and they have, ridiculous arguments as to why we shouldn't have guns and all kinds of stuff like that. So I know opening a forum up about gun control and gun issues is always a potential for arguments. All right, so try to be somewhat peaceful in the comment section. But I would like to hear your opinions, and I want to share my opinions with you guys. So I thought about this. I watched this video 15 minutes ago. Was talking to Christine about it for a second, and then I'm making a video right now. So my initial knee-jerk reaction to this was, what an idiot. Why this guy give this little girl who obviously doesn't have the capability to control this weapon to shoot it? Then I saw the video. Okay, now let me tell you, there's going to be a link in the description box to the CNN video on this. Now, I think it's important you guys watch the video because they have a little bit of footage of this instructor showing this girl how to shoot this gun. Now, of course, they're not going to show you the actual incident where she shot him in the face. It's a little bit too crude for public consumption. But you will see how this guy is interacting with this girl. It looks professional. He doesn't look like some, random Yahoo. It looks like a professional environment. Everything else. It's just I think he made the grave mistake of making the decision to let this little girl shoot this weapon. Now he's behind her to her side. He's very much on top of her, showing her what to do. So it's not like he just handed her a gun and said go at it. He is showing her what to do. But in my opinion, I don't think he should have allowed her to fire this weapon in full automatic position. It was a poor mistake. I think it was a lack of logical judgment. He screwed up. He really screwed up in allowing this girl to do this. Now, I would imagine that a lot of these gun shops and these gun ranges, especially outside of Vegas and in Vegas, their whole deal is come here and you can shoot a full machine gun, a full automatic weapon. That's an experience, and that's what they're selling. They're selling that to the public. They're not selling the idea of, hey, come learn about guns and stuff. No, it's not about that. It's not about, learning about these guns and how they function. No, it's an experience. It's an entertainment. That's what they're selling. Hey, you see guns in the movies. Why don't you come shoot an automatic gun just like you always saw in the movies? Sounds pretty cool, right? Give us 100, 200, 300, whatever it's going to cost, and we'll let you blow a couple rounds, downrange and have a good time. And that's what this is about. This is an amusement center. It's for entertainment, okay, not necessarily for education. Not to say they don't educate people, but that's the point. And that's something you have to think about here, is that this family went to this range to just shoot automatic guns because it'd be fun. It's really, really unfortunate that it ended in a way that they had no idea would ever happen. But that's the purpose of them being there, okay? It's not a place to educate children about guns. It's not a place to educate adults about guns. It's a place to just shoot fully automatic weapons because it seems like a fun thing to do. And I'm sure it is a really fun thing to do. Eventually, when I get the chance, I'll do it myself. But I think the biggest issue here is that a 9-year-old girl doesn't have the physical capability of controlling this weapon, okay? They make guns specifically for kids. There's hundreds of thousands of children that shoot 22s all day long. There's never an issue. There's always, a strict safety implements, okay, that are being put in place so these kids are safe. They're enjoying the activity and the entertainment of shooting firearms in a safe environment, okay? But the first thing I kind of thought of, and I told Christina as like an analogy to this, is that I don't think it's a bad thing for kids to shoot guns and learn how to shoot guns and stuff like that. But you have to use common sense here. You wouldn't give a 9-year-old girl a full-size chainsaw, right? Because that's a dangerous piece of equipment that she can't physically control. And that's how I relate this. A fully automatic weapon, whether it's a large rifle or a little submachine gun, whatever, I don't think a 9-year-old girl, or even a 9-year-old boy in some cases, would be physically able to control that in a safe manner. So I think it was a lack of judgment. And like I said, this guy paid, he screwed up, but he paid for it with his life. And that affects, his wife, if he has kids, his kids, everyone he knows, everyone that is shooting range, this little girl, which is a total victim. It was a lack of judgment, I think, in the parents for letting her do this. But at the same time, and I mentioned this in a comment, if you're a parent, obviously you're looking out for your kid's best interests all the time. If you're a good parent anyway, you're always worried about your child's safety. But if you're going to a gun range, all right, and you're talking to a gun instructor, someone who that's their job. Their job is to handle guns all day long. I think that although the parents made a mistake, and I do believe that they made a mistake too by letting their little girl shoot a fully automatic gun. I think in their mind, if they're not aware of guns, and there's probably a good chance that they know nothing about guns. Okay, those are the kinds of people, for the most part, who are going to these ranges and shooting, automatic weapons all day long for hundreds of dollars because they're not around guns all the time. That's the experience. That's what's fun for them. That's just an assumption, but I think it's a safe assumption. This family probably had no experience with guns whatsoever. Hey, we're in the area; it'd be really fun thing to do, and they went and did it. But I think that they entrusted in the range, and they entrusted in this range officer slash instructor, whatever he was, that their child was safe. It's no different than if you go to an amusement park. Okay, if you're a parent and you go to an amusement park and your little kid wants to ride the roller coaster, in your mind you're thinking, yeah, nothing's going to happen. It's an amusement park. This is what they do all day long. I'm pretty sure if I put my kid on the roller coaster, they're going to ride around for a while, have a good time, and they'll be safe. I think that's the mindset of these parents. Now, a lot of people would point fingers and say, yeah, they're stupid. They shouldn't let their kids shoot guns, and this is what happens, right? Nah, there's some validity to that, but I still feel like the parents felt like this was a safe environment. So I don't want to defend the parents. I think they still made a mistake, but I don't think they should be attacked as much as the instructor's poor judgment. I think that's the biggest issue here is that this guy made a mistake by letting this kid do that. Now, I'm also going to make, I think, a safe assumption that she's not the first little girl or child to be shooting these automatic weapons. I don't think this was just a random, hey, you know what? We don't normally let kids do this, but let's do it today. I think that it could be, I don't know for sure, but it could be a common practice to let children of all ages shoot fully automatic weapons in some of these ranges because it's the experience that they're giving to these customers. I don't think it's right. I'm completely against it. Again, this is not an issue of whether people should have guns or not. This is not an issue of whether these parents are stupid for letting their child shoot a gun. This is an issue of someone who is in a position of authority, okay, who made a mistake in thinking that this girl would be physically capable enough to safely control this particular firearm to shoot and enjoy and be entertained by. So horrible, horrible tragedy, and my heart goes out to her family, the little girl, everyone that's involved. Apparently, there's not going to be any kind of charges. I think it's now an investigation through OSHA because it technically is a workplace accident. I don't know if the family is going to sue the gun range because of what happened to their child. The child is now, it's a traumatic experience. I'm sure she's messed up in her head. And who knows if she'll ever get over that and live a normal life. I don't know. Some people can, some people can't. She's a little child. It's very influential time in her life. And to experience something like that, to know that she killed someone, that's crazy. So my heart does go out to everyone that's involved with this. But I hope this is not just more fuel. I know it is. I know I'm being stupid by thinking it's not going to be. This is going to be an issue on the news for a couple weeks on how horrible guns are, and that's a shame. It really is a shame because this has nothing to do with guns. This has to do with human mistakes and poor judgment. But, I just wanted to vlog about this a little bit. There's a lot of responsible gun owners out there, but every now and then there's an idiot with a gun or someone that has an accident, and it reflects poorly on every gun owner. It's just really unfortunate. I can't think of any other example besides guns that works like that. If someone does something bad with a gun, all people who own guns look bad because of that. If you get drunk and drive your car into a bus full of kids and kill them all, they don't do news stories about how we should ban cars, and how bad cars are and drivers. It doesn't make any sense to me. I can't for the life of me think of a good analogy for that. Guns are the only thing like that. Maybe drugs. That's the only other thing. Guns and drugs. If someone does something bad with either one of those, then all drug users look bad because of that. Go figure. But yeah, you know what I'm saying, though. Maybe that wasn't the best example. yeah, it just sucks. It sucks that good law-abiding citizens who safely and responsibly use guns for entertainment and have guns for their personal safety, they're not hurting anyone, not harming anyone, but something like this happens and all of a sudden they're the bad guy. You know, that sucks. That's all. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. Looking forward to reading some of the comments, and hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Take care.